Good morning, everybody. I'm a minute late. I'm sorry. Just trying to get life organized, right? Who's organized all the time? Because it's not me. So, we were supposed to have a special guest today, and I was supposed to be at the store with Fran. But Fran needed to be with her family today for a medical procedure. So, not for Fran, but someone in her family. So, no big deal. It's okay. It's not urgent or anything. It's not scary. So, you look a little crazy. So Ren is here because I'm at home. Do you want to come here and come say hi?
Yeah.
Okay, come on over. And I'm hoping we got sound. We should have sound. He just woke up.
And you scared me.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And now I'm trying to figure out how to turn up the volume on my... There it is. There we go. We got it. Okay. Thanks, bud. Now go get yourself some breakfast. So we've been having a fun summer, and he had a very big day yesterday, so he slept in this morning. So if you're here, comment and say hello. So I hope that some of you got to watch last week. Oh, hi, Jordan. Looks like you're watching. Good morning. I hope some of you got to watch last week. I was in Colorado with my mom, and we were on a big family vacation with all my siblings and their kids, and it was super fun. But my mom was a special guest last week with me, and we kind of showed you all the things that we brought while we were traveling for sewing on the road. So we actually sewed on our stitch bags. I call them stitch bags. Oh, you're glad it's not hot today? Oh yeah, it is a little bit cooler, but it's going to get hot. Oh, the heat. It makes me just want to have ice cream for dinner. Anyway, we sewed on those one afternoon just on the patio, and the weather in Colorado, we were up in the mountains near Vail, and it was just beautiful. It wasn't super hot every day, which was great because we did not have air conditioning in the place that we were staying. So it was nice that it was not very hot because we would have died. And my unit actually had some extra windows, so I was lucky. Anyway, hope you got to catch that. And then I also linked a old episode that we did. Now all of our old episodes are archived to YouTube, so I linked that to YouTube, where we actually went to Shepherd's Bush and toured there. So if you're interested in having a little extra things to watch from Fran and I, you can go watch those from last week and then the link that I did on our Facebook page. So go check that out. But I wanted to talk to you because I'm sitting in my sewing room and it's a bit of a disaster actually. And I'm glad that you guys can't see most of it. How you sew and clean, and in what order and combination you do those in your sewing room. So I'm often sewing for deadlines for the store. And so I oftentimes have to kind of hurry project to project, or I've got to hurry and do this today and then do something else tomorrow. And so I feel like my sewing is a little bit different than it used to be. But so sometimes I don't take the time to clean up between projects. I do clear off my cutting table. You know, I don't have stuff piled there because I need that workspace. Same with my pressing area for the most part. But other areas just kind of end up getting piles of things, and I don't take the time sometimes to put them away. So I was wondering what your method is. Now, it doesn't bother me to have things out where I can reach them and where they're easy to grab. Like right next to me, I have a pile of little cup of clips. Isn't this little cup cute? My daughter made it for me in her high school ceramics class. I have a couple clips. I have, you know, pins handy. I have a little thread cutter that I got actually at a village retreat. Isn't that so sweet? I have just scissors, and this tool, I don't know if I've ever showed you guys this tool. This tool is by, is it Modern American Vintage? Oh, I can't remember the name of the company. I'll look it up and link it. They make beautiful tools. Let's see. Yep, here's my other thing. That are handmade wood projects. They are an investment, and you can buy them in sets. So I've got this set with this kind of point turner tool. I can't remember exactly what he calls it. And this tool you could kind of use for folding, and then a seam ripper. And I have loved these tools, but I will tell you, this tool right here is the best back scratcher that I have in my sewing room. So, it's sharp, but not going to like cut me sharp. And I use this tool 99% as a back scratcher. Anyway, so I don't mind having tools out and available and at my grab. That doesn't bother me. And it doesn't bother me that I have to have a completely cleared off table and workspace. But maybe it should bother me a little bit more. So I decided today, actually, I get to be home all day and I get to be in my sewing room as much as I want today. Now, do I have laundry and things that I should be doing? Yes, but I'm going to prioritize sewing today. So because I have this much time, I'm going to set a timer. I'm going to say 20 minutes, and I'm going to, as soon as this is over and I've kind of finished up my work stuff that I have to do, I'm going to set a timer for 20 minutes, and I'm just going to do as much as I can in 20 minutes. Clean and organize and put things away, and then I will get to my project. So sometimes I do that at the beginning of my work day, if I'm in my sewing room, at the beginning of my time in my sewing room. Sometimes I do it at the end of my session in my sewing room. Sometimes I'll even do it in the middle. Like if I've kind of finished up a project and I'm just like, okay, what do I do next? I have a minute. I'll set a timer for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 20. I don't go too long usually. And I know some people, you know, they'll just spend the whole day cleaning and organizing, and that's fantastic. And I love that for you, but I have to have a little bit of organizing and a little bit of sewing so that I get to have a little bit of reward for my working time. So, and I have lovely bins that I have all of my scraps, tiny scraps. I'm talking about something smaller than a fat quarter. If it's bigger than a fat quarter, I organize that differently. But my tiny scraps, I have organized in bins by color. So then as I'm cutting and stuff, I just kind of put them in this, well, it's a bowl, but right now it's overflowing the bowl. And then I just pull out all of my bins of scraps and organize those all. And I don't do that very often. Like I'm talking like a couple times a year, maybe. And so right now my bowl is very overflowing. So, and some of those are bigger than a fat quarter, so I'll need to organize those a little bit different. So anyway, I think I just need to take a minute in my sewing room. So I was going to ask you, tell me your best thoughts for cleaning and organizing your sewing room, as well as, you know, getting things accomplished and getting sewing projects done. Because I would love to know what you guys do and how it works best for you. And I think it's a very personal thing. Like really, what works the best for you, your brain, your workflow, your time schedule, your whatever. And some people don't even really ever spend time cleaning and organizing, and that's okay too. I do need to do a little bit more than is the current state of my situation. And sometimes the problem is I kind of end up with things that I just don't quite know what to do with. But I don't want to get rid of it. And I would say, I would not say I'm in the hoarder level by any means, but especially in my sewing room, so many things are so useful. Just because I don't use them every day doesn't mean that they're not useful. So I have to find homes for places. Now, those of you, and I mentioned this before, but I have a family member who is fantastic at organizing, and she has come to my sewing room a couple of times and helped me organize and get things in order. And one time she did it without me, which was heaven. And one time we spent a couple days together and organized some spaces. And so I would say that's definitely probably not a strength of mine. Now, once she got it set up, it's very easy for me to maintain. And it definitely does not look like what it did look after she was here, directly after she was here. But, you know, I just have to make things usable. And so that's one reason why in this space I don't mind having things out, because this is very much a work zone. I don't feel like this needs to be a museum. I don't care if people come in here and there's things places. That does not bother me because this is where I do my creating. This is where my brain needs to function. But now, you know, I can definitely tell it's to the point where my brain is struggling to function because I have too much mess and clutter. So I'm going to see what the magic of 20 minutes is going to accomplish for me. So I'm not seeing any comments about organizing yet, so please comment on here if you do. Also, I wanted to update. I know many of you are waiting patiently for us to have our second Saturday signups. We're so close. Excuse me. We are so close. Fran is just still finalizing all those numbers. She and Donna a couple of weeks ago. Well, Donna was with us as a special guest. What was that? Was that 3 weeks ago? Time is a blur. But go look back at a couple episodes ago. Donna was our special guest. And so Fran and Donna spent that whole week designing Second Saturday, and it's going to be fantastic. Fran is with a family member, Jordan, who needed to have a little medical procedure done. It's not a big deal. It's all going to be fine, but Fran needed to be there instead. And so they got it all designed, and then they've just been tweaking and testing a few things and looking at different fabric options. And so we just need to get the final price before we can let anybody sign up. So we do have an interest list at the store. So if you are interested, we will make sure to contact everybody who's on that list. Everybody who did Second Saturday with us last year, they will automatically get an email. And they will be the first allowed to sign up, but we should have space for everybody to sign up. So everybody who's interested. I do know Fran is telling people that it is reproductions this next year, which a lot of our customers love. It's kind of what we're known for at Village is our reproductions. And so Fran's really excited because that's really her wheelhouse and she's really excited. So, as she also has been telling people that there is no applique. So if anybody does not like applique like me, then that can be exciting for you. So there's no hand work involved for next year. So which I know some of you love and are so amazing and so good at. So maybe that's a turnoff for you, but still come join us because it's going to be really cool. So reproductions is your hint, and I think you're gonna like what we've got going on. So that's exciting. So I wanted to give a quick update. Hopefully next week on Village Vibes, I'll be back at the store with Fran. We'll have our special guest that was originally planned for this morning. And then we'll be able to do a final reveal of the price and really get signups and everything ready to go. So that's exciting. Okay, I think that's about it, and I don't want to jabber on all day with you guys because I want you to go get on with your day, and I want to start my 20-minute timer and get some organization done. So please continue to comment on this video if you are watching after, and make comments of organization and cleaning and keeping your life organized, because I would love to know what works well for you, because maybe it's something I want to start doing. So far this has been my best option, is just setting a timer and just going. So oh, Jordan, you're getting ready to quilt. That's exciting. So I have a little window air conditioner unit in my sewing room, and it's the only place in our house that we have a window unit. And so I can actually get it pretty cold in here if I shut my door, because my room's not too big, and this unit really keeps up pretty darn good. So this is the best place to be, even in the house. And this is where I'm going to be spending my day. So I'm very excited. It's going to be a great day. And I crank up my music sometimes. Sometimes I listen to my book on tape. Sometimes I watch a show. Sometimes I talk with my kids. Oh, that was one thing I was going to comment about my sewing room, is I have stuff for my kids in here too. Like, they really like to do the perler beads, the little melty beads that you put on a tray and then you melt with an iron. And so I have a whole little shelf of all of those things for my kids. So my space is a little tiny bit shared with them. And that's okay, because they like to come hang out with me in here. I have 3 extra chairs in my sewing room that I don't use hardly ever. One I do if I do handwork, but they're oftentimes full of my kids. You know, my kids all love to come hang out with me in here. So I'm going to foster that as long as they will do that and come be with me in here. So I have extra things in my sewing room that I normally wouldn't, and even extra space and you know, crafts and things. So that's okay. Oh man, maybe I needed to plan a nap in my day. But anyway, I hope you have a fabulous day. Stay cool. Be nice and be kind to yourself. Be kind to those that you love. Give everyone an extra squeeze, and just hope you have a fantastic day. I hope you join us next week, and we'll be back to the store with Fran. Okay, bye-bye, everyone.